नमस्कार, स्वागत है आप सभी का। आज हमारे साथ हैं अंजू टंडन जी, भारतीय विद्या भवन मेहता विद्यालय के प्रिंसिपल। आइए स्वागत करते हैं अंजू मैम का। नमस्ते मैम।
नमस्कार।
मैम, भवन के साथ जुड़ना यानी कि देश की संस्कृति के साथ जुड़ना है। आप भवन के साथ कब जुड़े और आपके क्या अनुभव रहे हैं?
अगर मैं कहूँ कि मैं शुरुआत से ही भवन से जुड़ी हुई, अपने करियर की शुरुआत से ही भवन से जुड़ी हुई हूँ। 1988 में जब मैंने अपने बीएड की ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट करी तो मेरे पास जो पहला ऑफर था वो भारतीय विद्या भवन खोर का था, एमपी में विक्रम विद्या मंदिर, और मैंने एज अ टीचर भारतीय विद्या भवन विक्रम नगर खोर को ज्वाइन किया। वहाँ मैंने 5 साल काम किया भारतीय विद्या भवन में, भारतीय विद्या भवन की फ़िलॉसफ़ी से जुड़ी। उसके बाद शादी होने की वजह से मैं जगह चेंज हुई और मैं इलाहाबाद में महर्षि पतंजलि एज अ टीचर मैंने ज्वाइन किया। वहाँ भी मैंने करीब 4 साल काम किया और उसके बाद मुझे प्रिंसिपलशिप का ऑफ़र मिला आर्मी पब्लिक स्कूल इलाहाबाद से। आई हेडेड आर्मी पब्लिक स्कूल इलाहाबाद फॉर गुड अबाउट 14 years. And once again I got offer of principalship from Bharati Vidya Bhavan Delhi, and in 2011 I came back to Delhi and took over as principal of Bharati Vidya Bhavan Mehta Vidyalaya. So this is my journey about my career, and started with Bharati Vidya Bhavan and now once again I'm in Bharati Vidya Bhavan.
ये तो वही बात हुई कि शुरुआत जहाँ से हुई थी हम वहीं पहुँच गए।
वहीं वापस पहुँच गए।
आपने एक बात की कि भारतीय विद्या भवन की फिलॉसफी, ये इस फिलॉसफी के बारे में हम जानना चाहेंगे जिसको आपने समझा, जिससे आपका जुड़ाव हुआ और आप चाहते हैं कि वही बात हर एक इंसान तक पहुंचे।
भारतीय विद्या भवन is a crusader of Sanskrit and Sanskriti. So way back in 1938, from a very small beginning, it changed into a big movement. A movement of promotion of Indian culture, its heritage, education, other related skills for the holistic development of the personality. So Bharati Vidya Bhavan is not only about education, it's about way of life. So our founder father Kulpati K.M. Munshi, we read about him, a lot about him. So way back in 1938, that was a pre-independence period. India had not attained freedom by then. So this visionary personality thought about starting schools with some context of Indian heritage and its philosophy, its values, because at that time Britishers had taken over India and the Christian missionaries were flourishing. And if you go back, you'll see that there were 25,000 Gurukulas which were, closed down during that time. And the schools with Christian mission, we all also got education in the Christian missionaries, if you think, because those were the only institutions in our days, mainly. But this visionary person, who's a man of action, man of words, man of letters, thought of starting some education with Indian context. So therefore this schools were started pan-India, Bharati Vidya Bhavan schools were opened in 1938. Not only pan-India, some branches abroad also, Middle East also. So schools to promote Indian culture, its heritage, along with education. So Bharati Vidya Bhavan is not only about the academic part of it, it's about developing qualities of head, heart and hands. So Bharati Vidya Bhavan is a complete philosophy of life.
आपने कहा कि भारतीय विद्या भवन भारतीय संस्कृति को रिप्रेजेंट करने वाला है और काफ़ी लोगों में भारतीय संस्कृति को लेकर भी काफ़ी तरह की कन्फ्यूज़न है। ये भारतीय संस्कृति क्या है जिसको भारतीय विद्या भवन ने संजोया हुआ है, जिसको आगे एक नई पीढ़ी को वो ट्रांसफ़र करना चाह रहे हैं?
तो जैसा मैं समझती हूँ कि जो भारतीय संस्कृति है उसको किसी रिलीजन से कंफ्यूज या रिलेट नहीं, जो कि आजकल के लोगों के अंदर जो धारणा है, द बेसिक थिंग विच दे बिलीव इज भारतीय विद्या भवन इज प्रमोटिंग सम काइंड ऑफ Hinduism or something. So it's a apolitical organization. It doesn't talk about any particular religion per se. It talks about all religion. The plus point or the gist of all the religion is same, more or less. If you really go deep into it, it's same. So Bharati Vidya Bhavan uh, is an organization which promotes Sarva Dharma Sadbhav. It doesn't talk about religion per se. So जो बेसिक लोगों के अंदर धारणा है कि भारतीय विद्या भवन मतलब कोई एक पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन की संस्था, ऐसा नहीं है। और इसीलिए ये एक संस्था अपने आप में एक अलग संस्था है, अपने आप को ये बाकी संस्थाओं से अलग, बिकॉज इट प्रमोट्स द वे ऑफ लाइफ।
आप इस संस्था के एक बहुत ही अभिन्न अंग से जुड़े हुए हैं और वो है स्कूल।
जी,
ये स्कूल अपने आप में क्या खासियत लिए हुए है और बाकी स्कूल से कैसे अलग है?
तो भारतीय विद्या भवन मेहता विद्यालय, जैसा कि मैंने बताया, मैंने 2011 में टेक ओवर किया एज प्रिंसिपल। सो ये एक बहुत ही यूनिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है। इसका शुभारंभ कुलपति जी ने ही वे बैक इन 1954 में किया। फॉर्मली इट केम इनटू बीइंग इनटू 1957 by Kulpati K. Munshi ji, and along with him he had the support of Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru and many other stalwarts who believed in this philosophy. So this school was started in 1938 and Pan India schools were opened and other things. So this visionary man of action believed that we need institutions that is deeply rooted in our culture. And it has a child is groomed with all the positivity of Indian culture and its heritage, as well as the positivity of other religions as well. So he dreamt of a personality of a child with all the holistic features in him. So Bharati Vidya Bhavan believes in the holistic development of the child's personality. So this is a school with difference. We do not only talk about that cognitive aspect of education. We also talk about the affective, the psychomotor domains of the child's personality. And all this is inherent in our curriculum. So when we talk about the vision and mission of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, the objectives of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, all those objectives of Bharati Vidya Bhavan are deeply embedded in our curriculum. Right. So when we plan our academic calendar, we plan it with some smart goals. We plan it with some key features of our culture and heritage, and those key features are embedded in our academics also, in our co-curricular activities. So we have a purpose, we have a mission in conducting all the activities, and Bharati Vidya Bhavan is reflected in all our activities and culture. The objectives of Bharati Vidya Bhavan, to be more clear, So that is why this institution is visible. So we have a great alumni. The school was raised in 54. So we have several batches and they are across the country. They made name and fame. I can talk about it later if you ask. So we have some famous personalities who are associated with Bharati Vidya Bhavan. They've done their schooling in Bharati Vidya Bhavan. They feel proud. They are still fall back on the organization. They're connected to us. So that is also one of our strengths. Again, another factor why it is a school with difference is we have a very robust infrastructure in our school for the development of child's personality. We have state-of-the-art sports complex, you must have seen, with all the international dimensions. Our labs and laboratories are fully equipped. We have added a language lab for promotion of language communication skills. We talk about 21st century skills. So we have a specific dedicated digital lab, English language lab for language learning, maybe English, Sanskrit, French, any other language. We have science labs, we have mathematics lab, we have senior science lab. Then we are a school with difference because we promote not only academic subjects like English, Hindi, math, science, social, that all schools do. We, in our curriculum, we have some special subjects: art, craft, painting, sculpture, carpentry, robotics, technology. These are all inherent part of the curriculum. So we have these special subjects. We have a carpentry lab in our school where children learn. So this is a skill. This is a hands-on skill. This is preparation for life. So it's not about learning the tables and talking about the scientific inventions, discoveries. It's also learning about some life skills. So we teach basic life skills in school itself. So it's not about only Indian tradition and its heritage. We also, there's a bridge between the Indian tradition and the modern scientific. So we are, it's a good amalgamation of Indian tradition, its values, and the latest scientific discoveries, inventions, scientific skills, technology, digitalization, everything is part of our curriculum. So that is why we are a school with difference.
मेहता विद्यालय के प्रिंसिपल होने के नाते भी और एक शिक्षक होने के नाते भी, शिक्षिका होने के नाते भी, आपको क्यों लगता है कि ये सभी जो स्पेशल एजुकेशन है वो बच्चों को दिया जाना बेहद ज़रूरी है? क्योंकि हम देख रहे हैं पेरेंट्स का आज के समय में फोकस सिर्फ इतना होता है कि आप अच्छे मार्क्स लेकर आइए, एक अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़िए और एक अच्छी जॉब मिल जाइए। वहीं आप सिखा रहे हैं कि हर तरह का जो डेवलपमेंट एक बच्चे में हो सकता है, खेल कूद में भी आपने बताया कि आप और भी तरीके की चीज़ें सिखा रहे हैं, जितने भी बेसिक ऑक्यूपेशंस रहते हैं, स्किल्स रहते हैं, ये क्यों ज़रूरी है?
मैं बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा, तो तभी मैंने बताया कि भारतीय विद्या भवन इज़ अ स्कूल विद डिफरेंस, बिकॉज हमारे अंदर ज़िंदगी में जीने के लिए खाली एकेडमिक्स and rote memorization of certain subjects does not help us. So this was the philosophy that was promoted by the Christian missionary, the Macaulay system of education we followed for so long. So far we've been groomed in Macaulay, but you know that system of education suited a particular need, and that need was basically favoring the British system per se, because they needed people who can learn certain instructions and keep on following that without having a questioning mind, without having their own creativity, without having their own thinking or problem solving skills. So they developed a system which we followed for so long, which was mainly based on rote memorization.
Okay.
You know, children were asked to learn certain facts and reproduce it at the time of examination and then forget it. Sort of eating in one go and then vomiting and then feeling relaxed, okay, I've done it. So this is not about way of life. This is not how we live life. The life we face several situations where we should have the resistance and qualities to face the challenges, have some good decision power, think it creatively, find solutions to different problems that come to us at that particular time. It's the solution of problems is not given in any books. So exam system based on cramming certain facts from the books and then excelling and getting 90% does not make you very successful, and it partially makes you, and it's more of a job oriented. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is a philosophy life oriented. It's not only job. Job is essential. Profession is essential for your livelihood. You have to earn money for your family. But that is not all that you do in life. There's so many things in life that you have to learn. Unless and until a child, uh, learns, understands all these values, the system, the requirements of life, how will he do it? How can he base his entire life on scoring 95% and above marks? That doesn't work.
Correct.
It didn't work. So we realized it in a couple of now for the couple of past so many years. The government has realized, the systems have realized that the kind of education now what we are giving is not sufficient. We need much more than this.
Correct.
And Bharati Vidya Bhavan is a philosophy that was started way back in 19. Now NEP is talking about all this, and in the new policy, education policy 2020, or the NCF, National Curriculum Framework, that is now designed and now it is floated in the school. The CBSE schools are promoting all these things. So the National Curriculum Framework is also talking about all these holistic development of child's the 21st century skills, the communication skills, the creativity, the literacy, the learning skills, technology, digitalization. So national policy on education is talking about all this.
Yeah.
Unless a child has hands-on for all these skills, he will not be successful. This particular thing was promoted way back in 1938 when India had not even attained. So this visionary person who established Bharati Vidya Bhavan across the country, also abroad, and there are centers across the world also, which are promoting all these things. So he had that idea 70 years from now, 80 years from now, that we would be requiring such schools in the time to come. And now everyone has realized that this is the way of life. This is what we have to learn in schools, not only for preparation, not only for gaining a job, not only for getting a good profession. Yes, it is important. But other than that, there are lot many things that are needed in a holistic personality, and that's what Bharati Vidya Bhavan promotes.
नो डाउट कि बच्चों को बहुत ही इनिशियल स्टेज पर जो ज्ञान, जो समझ मिलनी चाहिए वो मेहता स्कूल उनको प्रोवाइड करवा ही रहा है। लेकिन जैसे जैसे उम्र बढ़ती है, बच्चा स्कूल से निकल कर कॉलेज में जाता है या उसके बाद अपने प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में आता है, स्ट्रेस जो है उसको एक बहुत ही बड़ी प्रॉब्लम दिखता है। बच्चों को भी स्ट्रेस होता है। तो ऐसे में मेहता स्कूल बच्चों को जो चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी को समझ के उनके स्ट्रेस को कम करने के लिए क्या कदम उठा रहा है, क्या अपने इनिशियल स्टेप्स ले रहा है जो कि उसको थ्रू आउट लाइफ सपोर्ट करेगा?
भारतीय विद्या भवन एक चीज़ जो मैं अभी अपनी पिछली बातों में नहीं बता पाई, एक इंक्लूसिव स्कूल है।
ओके,
इट्स अ स्कूल वेयर एवरीबडी इज ऑल children following different religion, all children having different learning abilities, disabilities, everybody is a welcome child in the school. So we have individualized programs for, there are children who are facing skills, because now the scientific discoveries are also telling us, inventions are telling us, the researchers are telling us that the brain of the child develops maximum between the age group 3 to 7, and thereafter a little bit up to 12 years of age. So if the child is not groomed properly in these initial years of life, obviously there are certain problems with the child faces. So first of all, I would like to say that Bharati Vidya Bhavan is an inclusive school. All type of children with different kind of even learning abilities are groomed well. So, and second thing which you talked about just now is stress. Yes, the lifestyle nowadays is full of stresses because it's very demanding. Rather than knowing ourselves what we are, we try to know the others first, the world first, and we don't know who we are, what are we here for. And in this rat race, basically we focus on the job market, on getting admissions, on getting a good job, in getting admission in medical college, in getting admission in engineering college, in getting through CLAT examination. And when we are not able to do that, we are stressed. We get stressed, or we start giving up in the initial stages. In the school also we see such kind of children who are very stress born, because there are societal pressures on them to do a particular thing, but they are not able to do that. So Bharti Vidya Bhavan, being an inclusive school, we give multiple options to the children and to make them stress free. Those who are not doing very well in physics, chemistry and biology, or say for example mathematics, life does not end there. There are many more options. So we try to make them stress free. We give them individualized plans for study. We have a set of one counselor. There are 8 special educators in our school. Along with that, there is a psychology PGT. Psychology is also studied as a subject in the school, where we study the psychology, and there are several case studies also that we undertake in the school itself, and we get to know what are the factors that affect the children. Why are they stressed? Recently, we had taken up a study, relationship of adolescent students with their parents, and we tried to know what causes the conflict between the growing up child and the parents, because normally you must have seen there's a big conflict between the parents and the students, especially son and father. There's a conflict. So we've taken up a case study, and we took some honest inputs from the students, and we tried to then speak up to the parents also, that these are the bottlenecks which is not allowing your child to move ahead. He's quite stressed, he's under pressure. You need to help the child in releasing the pressure. So whatever studies, whatever the outcome of the research after taking circulating questionnaires, taking question, asking them answers, we then summarized it and we made a committee to talk to the people. And this was with the 11th class students, and that is the class where we have maximum stress, because 11th and 12th they are mainly focusing on. Then along with that we do this, and there are special educators. There's a counselor who continuously talks to the students, their problem areas. She generally also talks to everybody about various career options, the different things that cause stress. Say for example, bullying is one thing. So this aspect is discussed openly with the children. Then there are some cyber issues with the children. There's some personality issues with the children. So a counselor one-on-one discusses, then calls the parents wherever needed. We have a intervention we seek the intervention of parents. We counsel them also to help the child grow better. We give them suggestions. Then we have a very good sports complex. We have so many other stress busters. We have several clubs in the school.
Oh, nice.
So we have a robotics club in the school. So children are not good at science and mathematics, but they are interested in robotics. So this is also there. Then we have a Kala Nipun club where children are motivated to take some hands-on activities, and that are commercially also promoted. We have a state-of-art sports complex in the school. Children take part in various co-curricular activities. We have a theatre club in the school. We have dramatics. We have dance as a subject. We have music. We promote music also. So these are some of the many other things. These are some of the stress busters that we have in the school that relieves the stress of the day-to-day life. Everyone is facing that kind of situation. But Bharti Vidya Bhavan is, I must say, doing a lot to help the children and facing the challenges of.
बच्चों को देश का, समाज का भविष्य कहा जाता है, और हम एक तरफ देख भी रहे हैं कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस भी पूरे समाज का भविष्य बनती जा रही है। ऐसे में बच्चों को आप किस तरह से लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी से कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं?
Our curriculum is now mapped with NEP 2020, new education policy, which was already there in many ways. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Then artificial intelligence is part of our curriculum. We have some small little skill-based modules. And those are certificate courses.
Nice.
Those are certificate courses. So in 6th, 7th and 8th only, we give them option of 4-5 subjects related to technology and other upcoming professions now required by the 21st century. And these children just, it's a 4 to 6 weeks module which they go and then they complete this certification course, and they are also able to know their own self, what are their potential, what are their interests, where they can go in life. So artificial intelligence is one such module which we give to the students in classes 6th, 7th and 8th. Along with that, there's a module about robotics. Computer education is a special subject in our school. Children can take CS. Then we have recently introduced web application. That is another. Media was also a subject, multimedia was also a subject in the school. Now we have recently introduced web application. That's a new upcoming subject, and that is much sought after subject for all the school children in +2 level. So we have introduced this also in the school.
दैट्स वेरी नाइस मैम। आप सही मायनों में बच्चों को तैयार कर रहे हैं भविष्य के लिए। तो मैम आपने शुरुआत में एक बात बोली थी जो मेरे जहन में अभी तक है, वो ये कि आपके स्कूल से पास आउट हुए आपके वो स्टूडेंट्स जो अभी काफ़ी फेमस और काफ़ी खास है। मैं आपके एलुमनाइज के बारे में जानना चाहूँगी।
तो भारतीय विद्या भवन मेहता विद्यालय की एक बहुत ही एक्टिव और स्ट्रॉन्ग एलुमनाई एसोसिएशन. इट हैज़ इट्स प्रेजेंस सिंस लॉन्ग, and our alumni is playing a very important, they are very important stakeholders for the school, and they are role models for us, for students too. So our alumni is an active participant in the entire school education system. They are regularly participating in all the events of the school, and they are holding special events for the school, now the association. And our pass outs have made name for themselves. So they are not only participating in the events, several scholarships helping the students in need. So they have instituted endowments and scholarships for children on the merit basis, on the need basis, those who can, and they have established corpus fund. They are regularly donating for the promotion, for the cause of education. Not only this, our alumni, many of our alumnus have made name for themselves, and the list is very long. I can name just a few of them. So presently Justice Nagaratna, who's in the Supreme Court, she is in the list of the first lady CJ for the country.
Yeah.
So she's a pass out from our school. The present Director of Education, Mr. Himanshu Gupta, is also a pass out from this school. Then Madam Aruna Roy, she was the one who made RTI, Right to Information. Yes. She is also an alumnus of this school. The previous chairperson of the Central Board of Secondary Education, Madam Anita Karwal, she headed Central Board of Secondary. She is also a pass out from this school. So these are some few I have named, but the list is very long. Across the globe, we have a presence of alumni. So every year we celebrate a Silver Jubilee function. So the batch which completes its 25 years, they come back to their alma mater, they celebrate. So now December 16th is that day when our alumni 96 batch is going to gather here to complete their 25 years, celebrate it, honor the teachers. Every year on the annual day, they honor, the Alumni Association honors the teachers who have completed 25 years of service with the Saraswati Samman. So this is how they respect the teachers who have taught them, who have, you know, made them into what they are today. So this has a very great impact on our children. So role of alumni and alumni association is very active. They are very important stakeholders of the school, and we are proud of our alumni.
तो मैम आप भवन का एक पार्ट रही हैं और अब भवन को अपने 100 साल पूरे होने जा रहे हैं। इस पूरे खुशी को आप कैसे देखती हैं और कैसे जाहिर करना चाहेंगे?
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। अब मैंने अपने करियर की शुरुआत, मैंने आपको बोला, भवंस के ही एक इंस्टीट्यूशन से करी, और अब मैं एक बार फिर भारतीय विद्या भवन की फिलॉसफी, उसके मोटो के साथ जुड़ी हूँ। और अब तो आई थिंक वर्ल्ड के सभी लीडर्स भी एक तरह से वसुधैव कुटुंबकम इज द फिलॉसफी दैट वाज प्रमोटेड बाय कुलपति के मुंशी जी, एंड नाउ वसुधैव कुटुंबकम is the key word for the G20 countries. So Prime Minister and other stalwarts of the country are also, have joined this kind of happiness that Bhavans, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and they have given their remarks, they have commented on what Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is doing, and they are also happy. So we are very happy that the country is also entering into the Amrit Kal, and Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan along with that is also completing 100 years. So it's a moment of proud for all of us. I'm happy that I'm also part of this great organization, and I'm trying to contribute my bit towards it. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने अपना समय और अपना जितना भी नॉलेज है भवन से रिलेटेड और मेहता स्कूल से रिलेटेड आपने शेयर किया, इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
It was pleasure talking to you.